Right, hello, welcome back to Content Creators Blackpool. Thanks very much to everyone who watched the first video all about video marketing and kind of what we think is going to happen in 2024 and kind of what is happening and what we sort of discussed. We're seeing it very much on things like TikTok with certainly one of our clients is getting some unbelievable numbers. So check that out on our YouTube channel, our Facebook, our LinkedIn, or wherever you've sort of been consuming this content. Right, now, my name's Jed Mills, so I'm the Director of Content Creators Blackpool. I am with Chris Beattie, who is our Head of Web Design Development and all things websites. So, Chris, we want to talk today about SEO.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because we've just had a brilliant result. You messaged me the other day, go in, look at this, digital marketing Blackpool. If you Google that, we are #1, which is brilliant. Now, when we took you on, I was very much like, how are we getting SEO? How are we getting to #1? And after about a week, I was like, why are we not #1? You know, and all this sort of stuff. And you were like, listen, you got it. It's a bit of a long game. You got to, It does take time, especially when you build a new website. It does take time. So I just wanted to sort of get into SEO because a lot of people who might not be, a bit like me at the start, not really, you know what it's about, but how does it all work? So I wanted to do a bit of a deep dive into SEO for people, for businesses that maybe want to be on the first page of Google but don't really know how to do it. So first of all, what is SEO?
SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. And it's pretty much optimizing your website to rank as high as you can above your competitors, so more people can see your website on Google or Bing or whatever.
Wherever you're putting it. So super important, basically, especially for leads and in this challenging market where you're competing against a lot of people. SEO it is massive.
Yeah.
So I suppose the biggest question is, we changed our website when you came on board. One of the great things you did for us was have a look at our old website. Run a bit of an audit on our old website and came up with, listen, this is what's happening, it's slow here, run us through that audit, because we do offer these audits, by the way. If you've got a website that you think's not quite working for you, or you want us just to run a free audit on your website to see how it could be, maybe performing better, or maybe it's brilliant, so then you don't need to do anything about it. It's free, just get in contact with us. But just talk us through that audit process.
So the audit, you put it into our auditing tool, and it'll check the performance, paid load speeds, images. It'll check your whole website and how it's performing. If you've got a website that performs slow, Google will automatically track that and it'll rank you lower.
So why are Google bothered about that? Like, and we've been on websites where it just takes a bit of time to load up, even if you've got fast internet. Obviously, it depends on internet speeds in your buildings and stuff. But when you go right, ours is flying and it's loading up quickly. Another one's just slowly sort of creeping into that first page, pictures loading up. Why are Google sort of bothered about that sort of stuff?
If Google's ranking someone high and users are clicking on that and they're getting a bad experience,
they don't like it.
They don't like it. They might stop using Google, go to Bing or a different Yahoo.
Okay.
Like that,
So speeds are super important. So listen, take advantage of our free website audit. We can run it. It doesn't take us that long to do, and we can sort of give you a bit of a steer on that. So speed's super important. What about other things that will help you get to #1 in whatever your field is in SEO? So speed's one of them.
Speed's one. That's quite a big one, but there's so many things that goes into it. You need to be good at everything across the board to start ranking higher.
Okay.
And it's not a quick fix. You can't just do a few things and think, oh, I'll be top tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it can take weeks, maybe months. And especially if you're in a highly competitive market.
Yeah.
There's companies that have got unlimited resources. You'll never get past them.
So that's in terms of, a great example, some of our clients that we work in terms of hotel, travel and tourism. You likes of Booking.coms, Trivago's, with huge budgets and spends and 15 people maybe working on a website per day. You are going to, there's no doubt about it.
They'll have an SEO team that's
So you're going to struggle.
Thousands and thousands.
So listen, so don't get down in the dumps if your hotel or your Airbnb isn't quite where it is, but you still want it on page 1.
Oh, of course,
that's the thing.
It could be hard getting on page 1 because all those are going to rank. But as soon as people start scrolling down past those big, massive players, you want yours to be top of that list.
Yeah. So obviously, like I say, speed, lots of things. People talk about pictures, backlinks, naming pictures, in your website, keywords in your website.
It's basically your content. If your content's great, you're going to get ranked better. Things in images, you've got like alt tags. It tells Google what that image is.
Okay.
So they all need to be put in. All your headings need to be structured properly. There's a massive amount of things that you need to do.
Yeah.
As long as you get them all right. For a beginner, it's really hard. So when you're first building the website, you can do bits here and bits there to start doing better. But
so for beginners then, let's go and help some people that maybe, because they say, listen, that's what we do, SEO. If you want help on that, give us a shout. Like I say, we'll do the audit first and then we can really help you with the SEO. But if people are building their own websites, especially new businesses starting out that can't afford SEO management or anything like that, because it can get expensive.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe they build a website on Wix just to start out on, which I know a lot of businesses do, and there'll be a lot of businesses watching this that have got a Wix website or a GoDaddy or something just templated doing it on their own. You know, they might be going, I want to get some better SEO. Now, they probably may not rank number one on Google with that kind of thing, but just some tips on just little bits that maybe they could change.
Well, when you do your page styles, make sure what you want to rank for is in your page style and your page description. All your images have got descriptions for them.
So, for example, if it's a dog groomers in Blackpool, then one of the page tiles has to have dog groomers Blackpool.
Or in the description, it'd say dog groomers Blackpool, and there maybe something else like come to us for your dog groom. You just need to search up these keywords, and there is tools out there you can use, or some of them you have to pay for. Yeah, but we can actually get them when we do our tests. Yeah.
There you go. So, like I say, make sure your page titles are labelled with exactly what you want Google to kind of find. I suppose that's the biggest advice. Yeah, and pictures, label. Don't just put any old pictures on it because it'll just come up as numbers. Yeah. Try and label your pictures as well with.
So before you upload your pictures, you want to do you write what your picture is, and then in the alt tag, that's where you put the description of what the picture is.
Right. So there you go. So a little bit of advice there. Again, some basic SEO that might just help you if you're starting out in business. If you've got websites, as we say, that are maybe not performing as you want and you're wondering why, then let us run an audit on it. It's free. We can do that. And then obviously we can discuss and talk about SEO and how that can help you. And I suppose in terms of getting more business, SEO and being number one is what it's about for leads. We know just by the last, I think, week and a half that we've ranked there. And by the way, we can't now rest on our laurels, can we? I mean, you know, for SEO, we'll probably get knocked off number one.
You can,
and then easily, and then obviously, you know, we'll go back to it. So it's a big game. But yeah, for people that, you know, want to get, you know, and I said we've seen in the last week and a half, you know, our leads have moved up as we've posted that. Our lead generation, you know, we're getting more in our Google Analytics, getting more leads into our website, more people wanting to talk to us, and that's just because they find us quicker. So they're emailing us more, they're, you know, contacting us. So, you know, as much as you might hear about SEO and what is it, you know, firsthand we're seeing some really good stuff on it, and I suppose that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's a lot of it is down to content as well, because when people are starting up and they're just making their own website, they might think, oh, I'll steal a bit of text from this website and I'll put it into it, but Google knows when you start something,
right,
and they'll punish you for that.
Okay, right, so don't copy and paste. No. What about ChatGPT?
ChatGPT can be good.
Okay.
But what I would use it for, I'd get it to write the content and then I'd put that into my own words.
So it's good for maybe ideas.
Yeah.
But always take that, do your own copy.
What ChatGPT does is copy things that's online.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then it just gives it you.
So Google knows that. So yes, fine for, you know, I mean, I'm horrible at writing, you know, assignments, dissertations and stuff. That I was horrible at it. So copy is not my game at all. We've got better people than me that do copy. But yeah, for ideas generation, it might just give you that bit of a, you know, right there, that's quite a good way it's worded. But do not just copy and paste that onto your website. Make sure that you rewrite it, but at least it'll just give you that little bit of a template, I suppose.
And it also gets more ideas into your head, especially if you're rewriting it yourself. You might think, oh yeah, I can add something else in there. And copy and pasting it, and then someone asks you what's on your website, and you'll be like,
yeah,
I don't know.
You don't actually know because you've not done it yourself.
Yeah.
So there you go. So a few different ideas there for you, a few little tips on SEO and why SEO is really important. It's a bit of a minefield, SEO. You can go really deep on it, and you can go down these massive deep diving paths and rabbit holes of what SEO is all about. But hopefully we kind of explained a few things for beginners as well, just maybe what to look out for to start you off. But yeah, if you want some advice, you want some help on your website about audits and speeds and stuff like that, we can help with that. We can do it for free, and then we can talk to you about SEO if you want to be ranking number one, which we were celebrating last week. So Chris, thank you so much. We'll talk to Chris once again about other things. If you want to ask Chris questions on anything website related, like we talked about SEO today, if you want to talk to him about e-commerce stuff or anything that you might be struggling with or want some ideas, please leave them in the comments, and we can do another video on what you want. Thank you very much for listening. Subscribe, like, comment below, and we'll see you on the next episode.